stake money, then you make money, then you take money, take money, take money, take money, take money, take money, then you stake money, then you make money, then you take money, take money. Black AC crypto, yeah, that's the new lick, bro. On ramp my fee out to see what it hit for. Came for a flip and it grew by the XO. I don't know what's next, so I keep watching Hexo. Foot on the gas, I ain't talking no petrol. Hope Richard say let's go, so post shank can explode.
I think my favorite part of that intro is watching HP dance in the background.
Every day, every time.
It's hard not to dance when you're in first place.
Right?
Ooh, I like that too.
It's
Like
hard
that
not to
too.
when you're in first place.
Rags, how you feeling? You fell, man.
What do you mean I fell, man?
I mean, you were like going real hard, like king of the castle down to like punishment level.
Yeah, dude, that's the nature of this beast, man. It's like you get a bye week, you get some IRs. I mean, you just got to ride it out. I think I still have a strong team. I'm just going to ride it out and get these guys healthy, man.
Yeah.
You do have a really strong team.
How long do we have to wait for the big reveal?
Oh, I don't know. That's up to me. I've got control over that, and I'm just going to milk that shit.
I love it. I love it. And to be honest, to be fair, as long as he shows his face, I mean, that's technically fulfilling the penalty, right?
Oh, I love that little reveal. That little ginger reveal.
I love it.
Yes.
So good.
Let's go.
It looks so good.
Dude, that thing's fresh, man. I got that thing cut today, baby. Goodness gracious. Still red.
It looks good.
It actually looks badass. I could do this.
It does look badass. It looks good on you, bro.
Yeah, see what I'm saying with the Mike Tyson with the Dune eyes here?
Turn your head a little bit just so we can get the whole.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, someone screenshotted it. I heard a camera.
That.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Here we go, man. I mean, you gotta do what you say you're gonna do. Here we are.
Absolutely. I love it.
Oh, Marco punked out on us though. Dang,
I don't think he punked out.
Marco punked out, man. Look at Rags is on stream. Marco punked out, man. Gosh, Marco.
I'm not gonna do my boy like that. Anybody out there, our 2 or 3 viewers we have out there. Marco had a little family situation that came up. He showed us pictures of his tattoos, so he will definitely come on next week if he doesn't make it tonight. He said he's gonna try to get home fast enough to make it, but he had to, handle family business.
Yeah, well, my wife's not happy with me, and my baby looked at me like I was a stranger, so.
You mean your wife doesn't love it?
Well, I think I just didn't set her expectations that it was going to happen, so it was kind of a shock. So let's just say that.
She'll turn around.
And it was weird. She calls me Rags now, so I'm like, okay, this is weird.
That is funny. All right, Freddie, you ready to get into it?
Let's do this. Big week this week. Came through.
Them scores.
Yes, our top dog this week, Mr. Freddie.
Yeah, man, because you guys have weak
Lauren
squads.
Everyone's
struggling with bye weeks.
I'm gonna
struggle this week, I think.
I'm struggling with bad coaching. If I had done what I should have done and stopped being all London, I'm so scared of London games, then I would have had top score this week.
Well, it's a little bit different because someone played 2 weeks in a row there, didn't they? Jacksonville, I feel like.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives them an advantage. They stayed there, I would imagine. I can't imagine that they would leave London and come back.
No, not this week. That was last week.
Was that last week?
The team that won last week, that was their second week there. This week, it was the Ravens and the Titans, and they were both just flying in. So that made me nervous because Ravens are pretty good. So I was just nervous that D. Henry wasn't going to do, great numbers flying all the way over there, playing against a tough defense. Did not matter at all. He put up over 18 points. Well, I had him on the bench, and if I had put him in my flex position, like I originally had, I would have had a much higher game.
I agree. So let's jump into it here. We have this disgusting Dallas fan over here in last place where all Dallas fans belong. I beat the brakes off it today. I'm 2 for 2 in the last 2 weeks, putting it to Dallas fans. Rags, I handed it to you last week.
Yeah,
this
you
week,
did.
I handed it to Lauren. Who the hell? We're going to find out who I'm going to stick to this week.
Go down to the standings because I think the bottom 3 positions are all Dallas fans.
Yep.
They
Look at
are.
that. Last place, Dallas. Rags, you are the only hope. You are the only hope, I guess. And B Roots. Shout out to B Roots. I went on Shill Tank today. B Roots was actually in first place at one point. He was 3-0, and he's a Dallas fan that has a 3-game losing streak. So Dallas fans are trending in the right direction as far as the fantasy league goes. But yeah, no, this is, dude. So can we talk about something real quick? HP was in last place, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and he's won 4 straight. He was 0-2 to start the season in last place and is now, after 4 consecutive weeks, in first place. If I had like a little cheering emoji, little soundboard, I'd play it for you right now, dude. That's awesome.
And that's what the IR is, man. That's
yeah,
the game we've been playing. My first one, my second pick, Cooper Kupp, was on IR for the first 4 weeks.
That's brutal.
Yep.
And then Justin Jefferson, my main pick, number 1, is now on IR for at least 4.
Was Cooper Kupp? Was he on IR when you picked him?
No, he was. He was like, everybody thought he'd be okay, and all of a sudden he came out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's IR, bro."
Yep. Till week 5, I had him on my Cabana Keeper League, or was it my Cabana Keeper League? Did I win that league this week? Let me see. Oh yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, dude, and it sucked. I had picked up a couple other players from the Rams, and it actually worked out. But yeah, now that Kupp's back, he's just dominating. It's good to see.
Yeah, and then
Rags, solid team too. Sorry, what were you saying, bud?
No, I was gonna say even picking up like Alvin Kamara, knowing that when he came back, he was gonna get at least X amount of snaps. And that first game back, I think they threw to him 18 times, and this is a running back that got 18 targets for passing. I'm like, holy cow! In our league, if he caught, half of those, that's at least 4.5 to 5 points.
Yeah, I scooped up Khalil Herbert, and he did real well, and then got injured, and I'm like, damn, sucks.
It's injuries this year seems like big players going down. Big players going down.
And can we talk about the biggest disappointment, like in my opinion, in NFL quarterbacks this season has been Lamar Jackson, dude.
Dude, he's always mediocre.
I've not been impressed.
Really?
He's not a good fantasy quarterback. He's never been a good fantasy quarterback. He hasn't finished the last 2 seasons. He's always over projected what he actually puts up. He can't complete a pass. The dude's a bum. He got overpaid $250 million.
Do you have him?
Yeah, I got him. I've been starting him, but I'll tell you, like, who's the other guy? Anthony Richardson, Indianapolis.
And he's just IR'd, I think, or he's hurt.
Let's see that game log. I thought he had been doing pretty good.
He just.
Oh wow, I see some 28s up in there.
Like he's got 128 or 2 28s, but
then back
10 points, 7 points, 18 points, 10 points. I would want a consistent 20-pointer rather than this, honestly.
Yeah.
There aren't too many.
And against Pitt,
don't never drop the ball.
He's what, 3 picks, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're about to play a Detroit team too that's got a pretty stacked defense.
Yep. Detroit's no joke, man. They're like up in the top 3 in rankings right now.
Yeah,
dude, they're what I thought Dallas might be. Detroit actually is. So
They put a whooping on the Bucks, who I didn't think was all that great anyway, but still,
yeah.
they're only one loss as well.
Rags, that's why I don't talk trash to you about football, because you're actually realistic with your expectations.
I gotta be, man. I try to be, man. Because here's the thing. Dallas has disappointed me for 20 years straight. So I gotta
I'm a Skins fan, bro. I know that feeling.
you know.
I know that feeling, bro.
Yeah.
20-something years. It's bad, dude.
And it's almost
But
like
yeah,
I was born with it. I can't even like shake it. It's just how I grew up. So I don't even know if I could get into another team, man. I did get into Virginia Tech players that went to the NFL. So I follow a lot of those guys.
That's cool. You followed Vic?
Yeah, Mike Vick, and I mean, even some of the D-backs for Washington, D'Angelo Hall and some others, and Khalil
D-Hall was
Herbert.
fun to watch.
Yeah. So Logan Thomas, Virginia Tech quarterback, turned tight end. You guys have like 4 Virginia Tech players, I think, on Washington. So
I didn't realize that Logan Thomas was a quarterback.
He was a pretty damn good quarterback. He went to Brookville High School in Lynchburg, Virginia, and then he got recruited by Virginia Tech to be QB. Yep.
He's a big boy, dude. He's what, 6'6"?
6'6" or 6'8", and he's a good 240,
250. Yeah, he's bigger than LeBron.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
That's a big dude, man.
And he's athletic too.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's look at these matchups. Who did what here? Let me zoom out.
So we got no more undefeated NFL teams this week, right? Everybody's now lost.
No, that is right. That's a good point.
How about
the
those
Browns? Oh, the Dolphins. That first half scared me a little bit. The second half, I was like, oh, okay.
They I think they set the NFL all-time record for most points scored in 4 games. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. Like, that's wild.
If Tyreek said he wanted 2,000 yards, I can see him getting it for sure.
And the crazy thing is, they set a record for most points in 4 games, and I think within those 4 games, they played Buffalo, right? And Buffalo held them to only 13 points, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know. We could pull that up.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's basically who scores the most in any team they play, because the defense ain't that great. But if Tua just makes touchdowns, it really doesn't matter.
So Dolphins 36, 24, 70. Well, I guess they scored 20 against the Bills. But still, even with only scoring 20, 42, 31, 20, and 70. 90, 121. So 163 points in 4 games.
Dude,
that's crazy.
They're like
40-point average.
You pick any person on their team and they're going to get you 20, 25 points. Like, it's crazy to think about. Their second string running back, until he got IR'd, was almost doing most what normal fantasy one running back was doing.
Even the new backup got a touchdown in the last game. So.
Yeah, I picked him up. He's on my bench.
Yeah.
Dude, how about, all right, so what's the deal with Sam Howell, man? What's his deal?
Hey, man, that game last week, though,
he's young, man. He's only started 6 games in the NFL.
And he's getting
undefeated against the Cowboys.
He's getting sacked.
He's not getting rid of the football.
Yeah. Well, is it that, or is it?
He's not getting rid of the football, dude.
Yeah.
He needs to be getting rid of the football. 1, 2, drop, boom, get rid of it. 1, 2, drop, release, get rid of it. Like, he's not Mahomes, right? And he's got to figure it out.
He's got to,
though, like for fantasy, his game log is pretty impressive because they're almost always losing, which gives him a lot of attempts.
Not true. We're not almost always losing. That's not true. We're 3-3. We're 500. Hold on. Don't talk over me. Hold on. You can't make a statement like that. You can't make a statement like that and then talk over me when I explain how
I get it,
factually
but I'm
incorrect you
talking
are.
about him. I'm talking about his game log. His game
No,
log
you
shows.
said they're constantly behind, so it allows him to throw a lot, which is factually incorrect. That's not true. Okay, so we can go game by game. I don't think you want me to. I actually watch the games. I know you're a fair weather, let me pick a good player and follow that player, but I don't stick with my team and watch him. But we can talk about Sam Howell.
And I know that you guys have not been winning the games and not been most of the games.
Do you even pay attention to the NFL?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what games? We got blown out one game. Let me see here. We took the Eagles score to score.
Quarter.
There were nine score changes or 10 score changes in the Eagles game, back and forth the entire fucking time. God, you're gonna make me pull up the fucking schedule now. Atlanta 120 QB rating. We weren't down the entire time in that game. Chicago, we were down in that game, and we couldn't fucking. We didn't throw the ball. I'm sorry.
His attempts.
Yeah, because Bieniemy doesn't have a fucking clue on how to operate a run game at all. He has no fucking clue on how to operate a run game. It's not because we're behind. It's because that's who our offensive coordinator is. He thinks he's still in fucking Kansas City, and he thinks he has Patrick Mahomes as his fucking quarterback, and he doesn't. He has a guy who started up until this week 5 games in the NFL.
So besides
that's
the
not
last
because
game,
we're behind.
So besides
Arizona,
the very last game, the
20
very
to 16,
last one,
we weren't behind
the
in that
last
game.
3 games before that, you're telling me that he was not throwing a lot in the fourth quarter to try to come out of that.
No. No, when you're down 37-3, you're not gonna fucking try to throw the fuck up. The game is over.
He was doing that.
This game was over at the half. This exactly my point. He does it the entire game. It's not something that he's doing because they're behind.
Yeah,
which is what your statement was.
More when you are behind.
No shit. But he is not doing that because they are behind. It's just the type of offense that Bieniemy runs.
Okay.
I'm telling you. And it's terrible. I bitched about it on here for the last 3-4 weeks. We don't have a fucking run game. At halftime in what fucking game was it? In Buffalo, we had 9 runs and like 36 pass attempts. And it was 17-3 at the half in the Buffalo game. But we didn't fucking run the ball at all. He fucking doesn't. And it sucks. And Cabana and I had this debate
about Chicago because in Buffalo, he only had a total of 29 attempts.
Buffalo. No, it wasn't Chicago. So it was rush. How many fucking rushes did we have? We had, and we didn't, I'm telling you, we didn't throw the ball much at all in that second half. We got snuffed out. It was a fuck ton of, maybe it was the Denver game. Maybe the Denver game was a fucking shit ton of pass attempts at the first half with only like 9 rushes. Might have been like 28 in the first half passing. And either way, that's the offense that Bieniemy runs, and it sucks. The motherfucker needs to run the ball more. We've got Robinson. We've got some decent running backs, but he just doesn't fucking use them.
Probably to the line.
Yeah, our offensive line isn't great. I definitely give you that. But he needs to get rid of the ball faster, too. He's a rookie fucking quarterback. He's started 6 games now in the NFL. He's undefeated against Dallas, which is all that matters. And we're fucking he's 4-3 as a starter in the NFL in his first 7 games as an NFL quarterback. So, I mean, I don't know what else you want from the guy. I wish Robinson could get going. Gibson had himself a little bit of a game this week, but and it pisses me off. We have one of the best receivers in the fucking league, Terry McLaurin. And most games this year, he hasn't had dick for attempts. This isn't a Redskins show, though. Let's just fucking get back to it. I could sit here and bitch about our offensive coordinator all fucking day. I'd rather
a legitimate choice for a backup quarterback because of how often they throw it.
Maybe, yeah. I agree with that, but I think we throw it way too fucking much, and I think he's slowly starting to understand that the enemy is. But who
That's
fucking
still
knows?
taking a stance of I'm a Washington fan and I want them to win as a fantasy manager who just wants points. You know,
How many points has he put up? Where do I find his points at?
You're on. You need
Yeah,
to
you got to
do.
get out of that.
You got to do it from the fantasy page. You're just on.
He's
Yahoo
got.
Sports.
I've got him pulled up here. How many points did he get win?
Just looking at his game log, how consistently is he over?
How do I go to players?
He's pretty consistent, right around 20. But his Buffalo game, he had 4.
Oh shit!
But he's like
Yeah.
he's an average of 20, I'd say.
Where do I find my players?
Wow, he's actually tossed some touchdowns.
Players, and and if you filter it down to just quarterbacks, he's probably in the top 3.
2, 3,
Where do
4,
I
5, 6, 7, 8.
Go to players,
Oh, here it is. Players. Okay.
and then
Yeah,
filter
he's
it to just
number one
quarterbacks.
available. Damn, he's got the most points so far with anybody other quarter. He's like, yeah, he's a good quarterback to pick up in our league. If you need a fucking QB, he's
It's a good.
Oh, we play the Giants this week.
They give up like 20th to QBs. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, 20th. Not too bad. But I mean, they kept Josh Allen in check though last week.
Dude, the Giants are so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But it's a division game, man. You never know on a division game. So how many points? So he's been projected, under projection, over projection, under, over. Damn, he putting up points. Yeah, that Bears game, they were trying to come back and he was throwing like a motherfucker. That's really the only game that's happened though, because we were in the Philly game, we were leading back and forth the entire fucking time. Buffalo, we just got trounced. There was no way he was completing any fucking pass.
That's the best damn team against QBs.
Who is Buffalo?
Buffalo. Yeah, that's what that 31st means. It's like
Yeah, don't play the red teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Damn, he's only projected 15 against the Giants.
Oh, his projections are always pretty low. So you can go through the whole season and everyone's projections just stay in check the entire season. Like their projections are shit.
They suck, dude. They suck so far. And you would think like with AI, so I don't even know how they come up with these projections. I thought I read something that said they're starting to use AI to make all of the points projections, but they're so fucking off always, especially like the RB2s and the wide receiver 2s and the wide receiver 3s. They're nowhere near what their fucking projections are.
The only thing that I know that the NFL uses AI for is the schedule.
So speaking of which, look at our league.
It's crazy.
Our league is so fucking close. Like people don't realize how close our league is. Yeah. All of these teams right here are 1 game away from each other.
2 games.
All of these teams right here are 1 fucking game from each other. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's absolutely insane.
Yep.
You could be on top 1 week and 2 weeks you're on the bottom.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then what's even crazier is like the schedule was predetermined when the season started, right? But if I know that we're not there yet, but going ahead to week 7, you got number 1 and number 2 matched up, right? You got like the bottom 2 teams matched up. It's crazy how that shit happens.
Yeah. And I think they do use the AI for that as far as like the scheduling goes.
Yeah, but there's no way that they could know
so fucking close.
Who's going to have what records.
Well, they can rank by potential past history for players.
But the schedule is determined at the beginning of the season for the entire season.
Oh, I don't think they're going to have any sort of accuracy 3 or 4 games in, but at the same time, they can set it based on, the first couple games and then goes from there. They can do an educated guess because they have data to go off of. That's what I'm saying.
So they're running simulations. I would imagine the way that their AI is doing it, they're running a simulation probably 10,000 times per game all the players coming through, and then they take like the extremes of those out, and then there's probably some crazy way that the AI does it, but all the other times where they try to simulate this shit, this is how they do it. For them to be this close with us, I wonder if all the other leagues are this close too.
No, absolutely not. Do you see the other league that I'm in? I'm 6-0
Yeah.
while Big K is 0-6, and everything in between is just random. Like it, and even the matchup from week to week, hardly ever do you see the 1 and 2 go up and the 7 and 8 go up. Like it's been like that in our league a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know
Why
what I
is
mean?
this league so good? This is probably one of the best. I've been doing fantasy football for 20 something years. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen one like this where literally you
Dude,
have
while we're
the
talking,
bottom 7 teams within a game and then the top 7 teams within a game. It's fucking crazy to me.
even did you watch CZ and Rogers matchup at all
Oh
throughout
my
that
gosh.
game? That
It
was
went back and
insane.
forth.
Oh
Was it
man,
back and forth? Let's look at it.
Yeah.
insane. And not
Oh
only
my
that,
god, yeah, that's
like
super close.
literally the end of the game, you got the Buffalo quarterback against Buffalo's #1 wide receiver. For the majority of the game, the wide receiver is kicking the fucking quarterback's ass, and then randomly, towards the end of the game, he throws 2 touchdowns to 2 people, not Diggs, to end up taking the lead. I mean, to end up winning by like what, 1 point, 1.5 points. Like that game,
Yeah.
that matchup was insane.
The graph on it, you can go
Yeah.
to like hit full recap up on top over there on the left
Right here.
side. Yeah, and then scroll down and there's a graph that shows them.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, and then look at how tight this
Good
thing
God.
is.
Sunday late, Sunday night, Monday. Damn. So it was
Yeah.
literally from Sunday night, neck and neck.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only reason why it started like
77,
that is because we
79.
had Thursday games and none of her people really started till Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
But like, oh man, it was insane.
Wonder if that was
Damn. This is cool. I never saw this before.
Yeah, that's in all your recaps, so you can check that graph out.
Look at that. I like the AI write-ups that they do though now.
Yeah. Rogers be able to build on their narrow victory and secure another win. As for CZ's nuts, they have a tough matchup against. Ooh, Kaylin, you better beat her, girl. Can they bounce back from this close loss and show their opponents what they're made of? Both teams should
Got a
take this
tough week coming too. Injuries and buys are taking its toll on people, so you
Yeah,
just know
that's
what's gonna happen.
Dude, Rogers was 0-3 in the bottom of the league, wasn't he? Has he won 3 straight? 2 straight. Damn. He's coming back. He was in dead last, wasn't he? He said something in the group chat that was fucking hilarious.
Yes.
He was like, being in last place in this league fucks with your head because all you think about is McDonald's. I was like, damn, son. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Could
It's
McDonald's
so
sue
true.
you? Can they sue you if they found out that it was all set up?
What? No. What are they gonna sue you
Well,
for?
I mean, they
man?
are they're paying you money and onboarding, but you have no real expectation to stay there. So I wonder.
How do you know? Maybe it turns into an awesome career. Maybe you get in there and you know how to fix the milkshake machine and
That's
they hire you
exactly
on as like
that
the
would
milkshake
exactly
machine
be
fixer.
my defense. Yes,
You
exactly.
get on the management track,
Exhibit A.
Oh, we got somebody in the back.
Oh, it's probably
Yo,
Cabana.
what's
Yeah, what is good, bro? What is good? Dude, it's crazy. We were just talking about how the bottom 7 teams are a game away from each other, and the top 7 teams are a game away from each other. Like the league is so close. You could go from first to last in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what you get with a 10-team league and flexing.
Yeah.
Wild swings, man. So
it's crazy.
Injuries.
It's crazy.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody in this league. I still think so.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like 2 weeks you can go from 1 to last, or vice versa.
Yep. Yep, it's wild. All right, who else is there? Let's start up top. All right, I already did this one. 2 consecutive weeks I beat Dallas fans. There's another Dallas fan that just joined the stream, so I just had to make him know that.
Do we play this week?
No, I play Rogers this week.
Oh, okay.
But I think I'm undefeated against Dallas fans all season. So there is that.
I think it's doing expensive because you guys have the same record. Because I know I'm
Oh,
up against.
yeah.
Yeah.
I play the balls. So yes.
Balls.
Let's do this one since they're both here. Rags losing to Cabana. Cabana had a pretty good week. Great flex play right here.
I needed this week
great flex
because
play.
We got buys and McCaffrey's dead and like
What's up with him though? Like, you really think he's not playing next week? Because they still have him projected for like 25.
I would say he's out like 3 weeks. That'll take him past their bye. So
rib injuries.
That's my guess.
I tore and it's an intercoccyx muscle is the technical term in between my ribs. Every time you take a breath, you hurt. So, and it takes 6 months to heal. I don't know what happened here. Rib injuries are some of the worst injuries that you can have because literally every time you take a breath and expand your chest, you re-aggravate it. So it just takes forever for rib injuries to get better. I don't know if it's a muscle thing or what, but that doesn't an oblique rib. Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me.
Freddie, my during the last election when Donald Trump was doing his thing, me and my buddy, he's a liberal, we went out drinking one night and we're hammered. We're walking home downtown and we get to fighting and arguing. And he's Polish, and I bring something up about Nazi Germany and Hitler and the Jews and how I don't understand how he could be for Democrats and like because of all that stuff. And dude, he reared back and cracked me as hard as he could in my right rib. I didn't realize the damage, but it was a full blown. And he's like 230 probably. He's probably like 6'1". And I shove him out in the middle of the street and he flips over and we're just drunk and we just go our separate ways, cussing each other out. And I wake up the next morning, dude, and I had a tickle in my nose and I sneeze and I was like, dude, what is wrong with me? Mm-hmm. And like you said, it probably took 4 months for that to go away, man. 4 months.
It's painful, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's painful. So if that's any type of muscle injury near his ribs, whoo, man, it's funny. I've offered multiple trades to Cabana, and both of those players are now not playing, I think.
Man, and that flex
one of them's
position
on IR, and then McCaffrey
could have went both ways because they both were Detroit. So you know, one pass or one breakout run, and then the scores could be very tight.
Yep.
I was lobbying hard to get this guy, and now he's on IR. Thank you, Cabana. And I sent multiple trade offers to try to get McCaffrey too, and he's like, "Bro, there's zero chance I'm giving him up."
I don't know if
I wouldn't either.
Our other league members know it, but you can, if your player is on IR, you can IR them and get an extra spot on your bench.
So I'm the commissioner in one of my other leagues, and they hit me up today like, "Yo, what's going on? I can't drop this person." I'm like, "Oh, he's on IR." And then like I did a Google search and I text it to him, and there's a way that you can shift them and move them out even though they're on IR, but I didn't read it. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, so especially when you're on it doesn't work much on desktop, but if you're on your mobile, it's so easy because you can literally just move them from bench, and as soon as they're on IR, the IR spot opens up because you have 2 of them on your bench. If you go on your bench, see how will you hit my team on your side? You see how it says like if you hit my team up top, like you like scroll up and hit your
team. I see.
Yeah. So but then it gives you an extra spot on your bench for that spot for that player.
So just move him to the bench, and then it'll automatically do everything else.
No, you have to move him to a specifically thing called IR, but it works off the mobile. So, like, if you have the Yahoo Fantasy Sport mobile app, it's the easiest one to do it that way. Because when you go to move them to the bench, you'll see below it, it will say IR. But hey, that'll get you another spot if you need an extra player.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know about that, because I just had to text my buddy. Rags, man. 4-0 to start the season. 2 weeks back to back now, a little bit slow. These bye weeks are really going to come up to affect people, man. Look at this. Bye. Oh, that's IR.
IR, bye.
Dude,
Yeah, that sucks,
these
dude.
injuries, man.
Damn, dude.
It's all
like,
good.
They got it. But I'm just saying, the NFL is doing a pretty bare minimal job of keeping these players safe right now.
Yeah, it's a weird balance, man. They want guys to be flying over the field and make the fans happy, but you got to keep them safe too.
Well, I had this discussion with a friend of mine. Like, I don't think we'll ever see. You remember when Barry Sanders played, how big the pads were back then? And everybody just bounced off of each other like pinballs, because it's like, well, I mean, it's hard to tackle someone with all these huge big pads on. But now the game is built on speed, right? So it's like, hey, we need to have the fastest. We want the fastest 40 speed out there. So we wear the least amount of pads, and it's built on speed than it was on strength.
I had to give the people what they wanted.
They wanted that spinal, baby.
That's hilarious. I think the only one we haven't talked about here is K beating B Roots.
Yeah, and
Field, that sucks, man. He's usually pretty good.
Where my situation lies. I've been saying it all season. I'm struggling in the department of tight end. Super struggling.
Yeah, but
dude, my tight end did the same thing this week.
That's so strange. Like, he is probably your top 3 or 4 tight end that you would have thought preseason.
Yeah, well,
Cleveland,
but look at
Cleveland's got a solid D too.
The 1 week I didn't play him, he got 3 touchdowns. Every other week I've played him, and he's been shit.
Well, now with McCaffrey out, though, it could open up their game, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that was their workhorse.
If it was going to happen, it would have happened in the fourth quarter of this game, because they needed it. They needed first down so bad to not lose their fucking undefeated season.
So and here's the thing,
out.
Though.
But if they don't game plan,
if they don't game plan for that, though, that's really hard to change a game plan and a strategy in the fourth quarter. Maybe if it was before halftime, right? Because then you can go in and make adjustments. But for something like that to happen in the third quarter, now that he's been out, I think you're right, HP. I would look for Kittle to have a big week this week. Who does?
I mean, him, and then is Deebo Samuel, or is the other guy out too?
Yeah, Deebo is still out too.
Yeah, so like I don't know, man. I'm very and who are they playing this week? Who's Brock against?
This week we should definitely pick up targets just because they're hurting so bad. But
compared to the waiver wire on tight ends, I think I'm much better have Kittle on my team than anything else out there. Like,
yeah, I'm not
Minnesota. Yeah, he'll have a good week this week. I'm telling you, man, I'd start Kittle.
Shit the bed last week too.
Who's that?
Minnesota. They shit the bed last week.
Yeah, Minnesota's been horrible all season.
Yep. So this is a good match. Hey, do you want to trade me? I'll take Kittle.
For who?
I don't know what you want.
Who's your tight end? You want me to lose my only?
I got Logan Thomas.
Oh shoot!
decent.
Yeah, Logan Thomas, he didn't play like the first 4 games, and then he came out and had a good game, and then he didn't do shit this week, which was so frustrating because Atlanta has a weak sauce secondary against tight ends, and we just couldn't do anything about it. Well, we were just throwing touchdowns to everybody fucking else except him, so I can't be mad. But when you're having touchdowns thrown all over the fucking field, you hope your tight end can get one.
Yeah.
But the Redskins did start to target McLaurin more, so I'm happy about that. Like, for him to only have a minimal targets through the first 4 weeks of the season, I was fucking pissed. But let's see. How do we compare players? Hold on, let's look at this first.
Like,
Easy.
since you're going into next week's matchups, I feel like you should just go to the main screen and show everybody's next week's matchups.
Damn, we're in week 7 already?
Week 7.
Yes, sir.
8 weeks
All
left of
right.
the regular season. So almost half.
Rogers and I, super close again. I had a really close matchup this week. Lauren and I were 1/100th of a point in our projections away from each other. That was the closest I'd ever seen projections. Rogers and I really close again. I got 2 Cowboys fans going up against each other here. I'm just rooting for injuries. Rags. Ooh, this is going to be a good matchup.
Well, Lauren's projection is going to change a lot because that is with Dak in, and Dak is on a bye, so I'm sure she's going through the waiver wire.
Why is it not
the quarterback? Especially since, for whatever reason, her backup quarterback has the same bye. I don't know why you would pick up a backup that has the exact same bye.
Oh.
So now she has to make some moves.
Man, and she
Dude,
picked up CJ Stroud. And I'll tell you, CJ Stroud's probably been a great pickup for her too, man.
Guys, I gotta bounce. I gotta actually stream before I go to bed. So I'm gonna set that up.
Thank you for coming, brother.
For coming.
Appreciate you, man.
I hear that thing washes off with a little bit of soap.
I use a Sharpie, bro. So, I'll keep you updated.
Put him full screen before he goes. Full screen.
All right.
Not me.
Not
Rags.
I'm sorry. Wait, which one? Oh, it's because Freddie's thing is still up. Hold on. I can do this. I know I can.
The awkward wave goodbye.
There we go.
All right. So here's the deal. All right. So I went to go order it, and I ordered it from some random Chinese vendor, and it wasn't going to be here for a month. And I didn't want to bitch out. So I got my buddy tattoo artist to get a Sharpie and paint this on me 2 hours ago.
Oh,
so
my God.
So I've been
a Sharpie, bro.
It's a
That's
Sharpie.
why your wife is pissed. You should have used
Dude.
mascara like
See,
Freddie.
it's all jacked up.
Amber used eyeliner and just did it with like makeup.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there you
washes
go.
off.
Well, it was really cool driving home because there was like a soccer mom van with 6 kids, and I'm like this. I like pull up. And the kids were looking at me and pointing at me all crazy, and I just like had this weird shit-eating grin on my face. I was like, all right, this was worth it.
That
So
is
you're
amazing.
streaming with that tonight,
God.
then. That's going to be great.
Yeah. So, guys, I came through in the clutch for you guys. All right, came through
For the next couple days.
I
Hey,
really
next
hope
time,
that
bro.
comes off.
Make it.
Yeah, he said that I could use rubbing alcohol. Apparently, it comes off. We'll see, though.
He did a really good job, though. I mean, those are some clean ass lines. Very nice.
Dude, he's a pro, man.
Mhm.
He's awesome. Yeah, he's an awesome tattoo artist.
That is so funny, bro. I thought you were joking when you said a Sharpie.
No, literally a Sharpie.
Dedication.
I was there and we didn't have the right materials, and I was like, all right, whatever, just do it. It'll come off in 12 days.
He's gonna be streaming. He's streaming all week with that thing on his face.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna see.
Good God.
Listen, and I'm like Casper the Friendly Ghost, so I'm gonna stain for probably 6 months.
That's why your wife was pissed. 'Cause she knows that shit's not coming off
Yeah,
anytime
we can't have our Red Lobster Tuesdays now. We can't do it.
You have to. Oh, that would be so awesome. Date night with that shit on.
Oh
that
my gosh. Yeah, I could just, dude, I shave my head bald. People look at me like I'm crazy. Guys, I'm out of here. Y'all are freaking riot. I'm gone.
Thanks for coming by.
Take it easy, guys.
Rags, you're a trip, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Good.
Y'all be good.
Lord.
Oh, that was great.
Oh my God, he was serious.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I sent that in the group chat too.
Oh my God.
I caught a little glimpse of it.
I have a group chat with my wife, his wife, Rags, and myself, just the four of us, and we're constantly sending stuff back and forth. And I'm gonna text a picture of that in there and say, I can't believe that he used a Sharpie. That is unfreaking believable.
Yeah,
Here it
that's
is.
crazy. That's why, because I was like, why would his wife be so mad? You know, it like washes off by the end of the night, but a fucking Sharpie. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. Oh, that's hilarious.
He said his pasty ginger skin. It's transparent as fuck. Oh man. Dude, so we should bet on an over under. Like, how long is it gonna take for that thing to fully come off? 2-3 days?
At least.
Dude, it might look like stews with the redness from
faded
him washing it off, and it's just like faded Sharpie.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
What?
Pull up
thug.
his Twitter. Just grab that latest tweet and put it full screen. It's
All right, hold on. Let me.
Who Rags' last tweet?
yeah.
What the fuck did he just tweet?
Oh, repost.
That is awesome. It's funny because that's why we got the 4 viewers that we had, is because I had tweeted that right when he came on.
I'm a man of my word, for better or for worse.
That's awesome.
Love it. That is amazing. Rags, you're a trooper. All right, who do we think's gonna win this one? I'm picking Cabana.
Yeah.
Don't know about
It gets
that.
shaky, man, in these buys.
Yep.
Yeah, it literally all these matchups could go either way. Every single one of them, except this one. CZ sucks. Kaylin's gonna mop CZ.
But what's wild is that would literally give her 5 losses in a row.
But you know what? With her having, she makes some real questionable decisions with like the majority of her lineup. But just by having Brown and Diggs, and both of them having the possibility of having 30-point games, like she's never all the way out of it. Even golf has a really good game.
You're right. You're right. What's his name? Brown for Philly is just their number one target. Like,
I mean,
he's deep.
killing it.
Yeah, he is.
He's the reason why I'm 6-0 in that other league that me and Cabana are in.
Damn, she's got fucking nobody.
Man, she dropped her whole fucking team outside of those 2 dudes. I've never seen anybody drop their entire
Who's
team.
their starting quarterback?
Right now it's Goff. We
Goff.
just got them like a couple weeks ago.
And she's got Love on the bench.
Love.
That Sunday night game is going to be good.
Him in Detroit, like, that's a no-brainer to me. Jeff Goff in Baltimore versus who do we got? Love in Detroit or in Denver? Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah, Denver. I'd take Love in Denver.
You know, you can say what you want about CZ, but she's never failed to all the way last. There are 4 people left that have never been at the absolute bottom. 3 of them are right here in this space or this stream. And CZ
What do you mean in last place?
Yeah, we've never had penalties. So me, Cabana,
Oh,
P, and CZ have never made it all the way down to the bottom. 60% of, and we've never had a repeater either, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, no repeaters yet.
60% of the league
a
has
long season.
which means that it's just all over the place. Like there is no clear bottom, no clear front runner. We are just all over.
Everybody's in the rat race together.
Everybody's in the
Well,
rat.
look how even everything is. Like it's so even. The top 7 are within a game, and the bottom 7 are within a game. I've never seen that before. And I played in 10-team leagues. You know, it's
Those
just
penalties, call me the penalty police, but I'm telling you, those penalties keep people engaged because literally the other league that I'm in, people lose the first 2-3 games, and then all of a sudden you see them tune out. You see them start playing their lineup with like people on buys, with injured people, not resetting it. You know what I mean? Like you don't really see that over here because at the end of the day, people are still worried about falling to last.
Yep. That's
like
crazy.
Marco kind of made a big mistake,
7.
this week.
Yeah, with the running
what was
back,
that all
man.
about? Did he just not set his lineup? What the fuck? Let's
He
look
just,
at that.
I think, some people forget about Thursday games, and in his mind, he was probably gonna do it on Saturday or some shit, and then it was too late.
Oh my god!
He played Denver when he shouldn't have. He played all those Denver people when he had plenty of points on the bench.
But what was crazy
had a
is
ton of
he
points on
had
the
the
bench.
best defense with Cleveland, and they still only put up one more point against. Like they got 6, and he got 5 with the other team. So it wasn't like terrible. But yeah,
It
the
really
other
was.
He would have. He would have won.
Wilson. It was him playing somebody.
You got
else.
lucky, bro, because he would have won.
Well, see, he is that running back because he should have started Walker and
100% and Herbert,
and he had the guy on Najee on, and then his other dude started, and it was too late. He had to go find whoever he could play, and it happened to be he picked up the running back for Detroit.
Last minute.
He would have won.
New York. Yeah, he would have beat me.
Had he set his lineup, he would have won.
Yep.
Damn it, Marco.
Walker.
That was
not playing Rita.
I was definitely. Yeah, I mean, I had some goose eggs, but yeah, I was biting my knuckles on that one.
Judy.
Yeah, man. Holy cow.
Between Wilson, Judy, and Najee, those were some pivotal mistakes.
Damn.
I am glad to see, though, I picked up a tight end on the waivers just for my bye week, and he put up some numbers. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that you picked up?
A tight end from Atlanta. Go to his player log. Scroll down a little bit.
Are you saying for next week?
Well, he right there, Jay Smith. I picked him up on the waivers just this week for when Laporta goes on his bye. And
when does Porta go on the bye?
I think Detroit goes on bye next week.
Oh, okay.
Who's Atlanta play next week? Because the Redskins defense sucks donkey dick. I don't know how they didn't give up more than 16 points this week. Damn, Marco, set your lineup, bruh. And we'll see.
Yeah, he could have. I mean,
he didn't set his lineup, and now he's got to wear the face tattoo.
Yep.
Falcons play the Bucks, looks like.
If I had money on it, though, I mean, I don't really want to bet against you, especially when I'm playing against her, because, like, I got that superstition. But knowing what CZ has going on this week, I could see her falling, to the bottom this week.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be a possibility for sure. But
Or
I mean, it also could be Lauren or Cabana too. That's one of them have to lose, unfortunately.
I think Cabana's in a good spot. I don't want to jinx him, but
I don't think I am.
Lauren play this week.
McCaffrey out hurts. I don't know, man. Just not feeling it this week. We'll see.
Good thing about Cabana though is that even if he loses and CZ loses, she's still at the bottom. He has so many points that as long as he maintains a tie with someone, then he still doesn't go to the very bottom.
CZ better start fucking practicing. Would you like fries with that? Oh. Oh
Yeah,
my god, I feel so bad.
That Indy Cleveland game's gonna be a tough one.
Hey, you know those current projections that we looked at last time? They're already wrong.
Oh, let's look at them again. Yeah, let's look at them again. What was that?
Do you remember they had Rags
overview?
not losing more than one game all season?
Oh yeah, that's kind of funny. Now I check him out.
And he did. Now they have you in
Where
first
was
now.
that?
No, I just hit current standings and there's
HP.
Current projections.
Yeah. That was it.
Current standings, current projections.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, they only got me winning 3 more games the rest of the fucking season. These are changing every week. Holy cow.
Except for CZ's.
And they only have Marco winning 2 more games the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, that's based on him leaving Denver's guys in.
So this is based off of who's in your lineup right now.
Right now.
Yep. Your lineup.
Oh, that's stupid because there's fucking bye weeks. This is almost irrelevant.
Yeah, kind of.
Once you start getting into buys, because nobody has their fucking starting lineups in.
I mean, they have Rags only losing one game the entire season, and he's already at 2.
Yeah. Oh, what did it say about? You said, yeah.
Yeah, that changed a lot.
I'd be playing Marco right now. I actually like this matchup. I'd take that. And then I'd take HP. The only team I don't want to go up against is K's. Because when you look, it's just a powerful team, dude. Like Mahomes, Waddle, Evans. Evans has been hit or miss so far, I think, this season.
I got an injury that is not showing my full. So I've definitely went down.
She spanked my ass that first week.
K. Williams has been a mega beast for me this entire season, and now he's projected for nothing because he's got some kind of ankle injury.
Yeah, he did good last week. What did he get you? How many?
Probably like 20.
Yeah, he was a workhorse.
Damn.
But he's so like, he's good or he's not, right?
17,
like,
25, 26.
You know, those
21.
weeks where he got 6 and 7, I wasn't even upset. I mean, number one, that game against Philly, I don't even think I played him that week because they're a red team. So I make decisions based on that. And then, you know, the other teams like you, the other players got to step up sometime. You can get somebody who puts you up a 20, even if it's every other week. That's a good person to have on your team.
Oh, sure. And then you got that workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
on bye. Yeah, he's on bye though.
Didn't B. Rooch try to trade you fucking Odell Beckham for this guy?
Yes, he did.
He was like, Odell's on the come up.
B. Rooch tried to trade Odell for everybody. I mean, everybody.
I was watching that Ravens game Sunday morning because it's like Amber's team, right? I say it every week. And I saw Lamar throw a wide open Odell a ball 6 feet over his head, wide open on the sideline, standing
Right.
still, 3 yards down the line, you know, from the line of scrimmage, just standing there all by himself, waiting for it, and a fucking ball. Lamar, man, $250 million.
Somebody else did that when they really needed a touchdown. I'm trying to think who it was. And I was like, did he really just overthrow the ball like that when he's like fucking wide open? Damn it, I can't remember who it was. It might have been the Chargers game.
Dude, Kansas City could have such a lead at the end of the year when it comes time for a championship game. You might not have a fucking quarterback, Kay.
You're right. I think about that often.
Who's your backup?
But you know what? You could be in the same position. Because the Eagles seem to be running away with that division.
No, they're gonna be fighting the Niners. Yeah, but the Niners are gonna get first place. The Niners are the best team in the NFC. I believe they're gonna be trying to fight for that bye.
They still play for home
right?
field.
Is there
though.
2 byes? Yeah.
Don't rule out Cleveland.
Good to
But
see
they're
Viber
another
in the chat.
AFC, I believe.
Yeah, they're in the Browns and Bengals, and
they're going to be definitely a wild card, I believe, if not higher.
This will be a good game too. Marco he needs to get his lineup set. Oh, maybe he already has.
Pick him up again.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't start Herbert last week.
I guess we have enough time to do that again. So we'll do a B pool.
Nice. I'm all in.
The retards.
Want to do? I guess we could do like 2 picks a week or something like that. Double elimination, maybe to speed things up, just in case. I don't know. I'll take a look at it, or we can just do it like we did it.
Still got 10 weeks of the season. It's hard to go 10 weeks.
Yeah. Well, Freddie and I think, went to week 12 or something last year. But
me and HP went out in 1 week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
First week. I was like, all right. I thought I had a great pick.
But wait, the crazy thing about it is like they've won every game since then, right?
Yep.
We picked the Lions.
Yep. Oh, show. That's how my luck goes.
Right.
What team was that?
The Lions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about luck, because you know I'm a DJ all the way, so I do a lot of player props, right? So I did this player prop. It was 3 picks. It had one of them happened right away. The other 2 I had under for Pollard, right? And then I had tackles on this dude Davis. Pollard was playing one of the worst games of the season until randomly, somehow, Dak escapes this supposed to be sack, right? Dumps it off to Pollard. The guy that I need one more tackle for has him wrapped in his arms. Somehow he gets out of that and runs 60 yards.
60 yards, yeah.
Down the way. So wait, I was still good on the Pollard prop though, but I lost it because that guy who missed the tackle needed one more fucking tackle.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That's the craziest shit, man. $200 gone on a missed tackle.
Then parlays, so that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Rags is thug life with the tattoo on his face right now. Go look at the thumbnail for his fucking shit. Oh my god, hold up, Rags. I'll pull it up for you.
It was funny. I had CD Lamb. I've got him in one league. I was against him in another. I think it might have been this one. I think Rags had him. And I had enough of a buffer between me and Rags to know how many catches and or yards that he could get. And in my other league, I had him, and I had to get like at least 13, 14 points. And that's a point PPR rather than 0.5 PPR. So anyway, there's the sweet spot of like 7-8 points, and I'm like rooting for him, and he gets off to a fast start, and he pretty much just gets to where I need him to be. And I was like, well, now I won one game, but now he can't score, another 30 yards or something like that. So he had a fairly quiet second half, and I fell within that range. So it's just one of those things where you're like root for the guy, and then you're like, whoa, slow down, and then so that was fun. Ended up holding off Rags and got enough points in the other league to win that game. So
That's awesome.
fantasy football, that's fun stuff, especially with multiple teams.
Yeah. I actually like to bet against or bet for the people that I'm playing against in my fantasy. That way,
Hedge it. Yeah.
That way, if I lose my
hedging your
fantasy,
bet, yeah.
I'm probably getting paid anyways.
Oh, that's smart.
So you've been winning fantasy a lot this year. You've been losing a lot of money.
I have been losing. I've kind of been like towing the line. I haven't had to make any more deposits. I bought in at the beginning, and then they did 100% match. So that's always a good thing when you start with a new app and they match your funds coming in. So luckily I haven't had to rebuy, but yeah, I'm definitely down.
Biggest blowout. HP. Let's see. Where were all those like crazy stats?
Record book.
Yeah, record book.
You go up to league at the top. Boom.
4. Man, if you win this week, HP, you could set the new record for most wins and longest streak.
We shall see, or should I get the first place curse
I don't know.
and start moving my way ass to the flow?
I
Who are
want
you
you
playing
to
this
stay where
week?
you are, because if I move in the first, then I don't want it. I don't want
That's what I'm saying. But I'd rather get it now than get it at the end of when it matters.
Damn, I kind of feel bad for CZ. And then I think back of that time where she said that I was trying to scam her. And then I really don't feel bad for her anymore. I hope she fucking gets Big Mac sauce on her pants at work. Someone like fucking. I hope she gets tasked with fixing the fucking milkshake machine at McDonald's.
1.34 points. That was crazy.
Damn.
I mean, she had it. She had it all the way up until that last touchdown they scored. And if that touchdown goes to Diggs, because they did target him in the end zone like twice, then she wins. Because for whatever reason, the points have changed, and now quarterbacks get less points for touchdowns than everyone else, unless they run it in.
Oh, how about that?
Cabana. Hardest schedule. Averaging 114 points a week. Damn, dude, that's tough, bro.
Yeah.
Easiest schedule. The guy in first place. That's the curse of the first, man.
Curse of the first.
I have a question for you, Freddie, as commissioner. Maybe you know. Do you get to decide at all, like, things that deal with the points? Because I feel like
we can go in and
set up. Like, receivers are valued way more than anybody else. Like, you get a half a point or something like that for a reception, right? But back in the day, for every 10 runs, you used to get a point, and now running backs don't get that anymore.
Every 10
so
runs.
yeah, it's definitely.
But they can get reception points though.
They can, but I mean, like, if a running back is a true running back and he doesn't ever catch the ball, then there's no benefit for a lot of reps, right? Like I had a dude that had one catch for 1 yard and it was still 0.6 of a point. Like, why the fuck should he have 0.6 of a point? Because he caught it and got tackled at the line. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's a PPR league. That's
It-
actually it's
I don't know. I agree
that's
with
kind of
Cabana
it's
here.
kind of more the norm nowadays. I would think. Like I think
Is that-
every league I'm in a bunch. They're all PPR leagues.
mm,
Just because it's like a hedge, so you can have a receiver, say, on the opposite end of that spectrum, and he gets like they're completing the balls, they're short balls, but the receptions do count for something. I think they should, because it is hard to complete an NFL play, even though they're professionals. And you could have a guy with like 8 catches for 50 yards, and his day's kind of salvaged because he performed great, but just didn't rack up the yards. But at least you get those reception points as bonus kind of thing. I don't
yeah.
know. It's different ways of looking
Yeah,
at
I mean,
it.
I
I've
hear
been
that.
burned by it, and I've won by it, so it all
Right.
averages out.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely hear that. I just feel like it's valuing receivers a lot more than everyone else, than the quarterback, than the running backs. But I guess like you said, a running back can catch the ball. So
And now in this day in NFL, it's you get this dual style position. It's like if Tom Brady provided it the most, like you could always pick up one of his running backs and expect that guy to get 10 passes because he chucked down the ball if he didn't find an open receiver. So it's like in a PPR league, that could be 5 to 10 points, and just off of him chucking down the football,
Yep.
to prevent a sack. It's crazy though, but now there's schemes, these screens, and all these different running back plays where they put them they'll even line them up outside on the receiver end too.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I think that's it. We touched on everything, right? Rankings, last week's, this week's.
Anybody want to make any guesses or bets on who's going to be at the bottom next week? Like low score, not who's actually going to be in 10th place.
Okay. So let's do this.
Who's penalty level?
I'd say I'm due. Me and what?
I'm due too.
KHP.
Yeah. I'm never gonna
Man,
admit
I
that I'm
got.
if it happens, I'm gonna
I have a
put you on.
good week.
I'm gonna guess B Roots. I'm guessing B Roots.
That's what we should do real quick before we sign off. B Roots paid his penalty, and he paid a little late fee on it.
Nice.
Because I'm a penalty Nazi.
That's okay.
I like it.
I appreciate.
So what are we doing? What are we buying?
He bought it. He bought it and sent it to us. Let me take.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's check our numbers
down real quick and get mine up real quick. Hold on. You guys talk while I be extremely slow on this.
I'm gonna go through and try to get. I'm actually okay in our league. In my friends and family league, I've got a ton of buys this week. Not a ton, but I'm gonna have to drop some people to pick up some people.
So we're on. So what are we off now by? The tapers, the only one that's.
Yeah, so we're down about $90 on our pulse, but because of B Roots' a little extra that he sent, even though Bear dropped a lot, we are still over the $100 of penalties that we've collected.
That's good.
So I was thinking, because I was going to post it in the group, just so that we're all on the same page as far as how the winnings will go out. So I want to see if you guys are in agreement. From the polls, just the polls, 70% to the winner, 20% to second, 10% to third, and then we
Yep.
keep all of the penalty funds for league meetups and merch, right?
Yep. Yep. I like that. I think that's great.
Yep.
70, 20, 10, and then any of the shit coins that we go into or altcoins, whatever, we'll
Yep.
just do those for the draft next year and maybe have a meetup if we
Yep.
can see the bear market start to pump.
Yep. And if
Yeah.
not, maybe we buy like t-shirts or something. We all vote and decide what we want to
Yeah.
do, but we keep that for the league. I'm also thinking at the end of the season that maybe we should like consider doing our buy-ins early, like right at the end of the season, so that we could stake the hex and then have a whole
Yeah.
year on the hex.
Yep. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. This is
Some
going to be
ideas.
a long-term thing, so I would love to do like a meetup with drafting, like everyone on site.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I would also. I like Big K's idea to where they staked it out, 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
You can win a stake.
You need a
Even if we take
with a bag that already had the hex to do that. It's hard to get everybody's money up front
or
that many years.
or if everyone pays in, right? And we do it's 10 years, we could do a 10-year ladder. Take 100 for 1 year, 100 for 2, 100 for 3, 100 for 4, 105, and then it'll just get paid out to each person. And then every year you add more to it. By the time the 10-year comes around, you'll have a full amount being paid out plus the yield. Does that make sense?
That does. So like in the first year, that one stake was only $400, but by the second year, it's
you have 2 stakes.
Yeah, 2 stakes that are coming to you. That
a
makes
1 year and a 2 year, and the third year you have 3 of them: a 1 year, a 2 year, and a 3 year all coming out.
Yep.
Year 4, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then every year you just do another one and add it on. And then by the time you get to the 10th year, you have 10-year stakes coming out.
That makes sense.
On that.
Look at you being a good Hexagon.
I'm probably the best Hexican, even though people don't like what I have to say a lot of times. It's not my fault that they run from the truth.
I'm a pretty good Hexican.
I'll leave it at that.
So,
all right, is that it? I think that's
there
all.
it is. That's it. All right. So
great week, guys. I can't believe how close everything is on this league, man. The top 7 teams, anyone in the top 7 right now could be in first place next week.
Yep.
At Rogers could be in first fucking place next week. Oh my god.
Hey,
that's
don't count her out. So it's easy.
Crazy.
Don't count her out. All right, guys. It's been real.